Hello, I'm Sarah from Turn Back Time, and yes, 7 weeks in to the day, I got under 80 kilos. I'm in the 70s, not the 80s, just 79.92 kilos, 176.2 pounds, which also means I've lost another 2.4 pounds this week. The weight loss continues in the healthiest way possible. Since I started this, I've dropped from 192.6 pounds to 176.2, which is 16.4 pounds off, and there's still 11 days to go. Can I make it to 20 pound gone in 60 days, which would make such a better title than 18.7 pounds gone in 60 days? Doesn't have the same ring. Because it's the 7th week, we need to plug all the measurements into the template again. And what will be the fat percentage now? How close will I be to that magic 23%? Well, very close. 23.83% body fat as of today. Almost there, almost at the 23% mark, having dropped around 2% body fat this week alone, and nearly 12% body fat since the start of this challenge. Interestingly, my measurements did not change much this week. Just a bit off the hips, a smidgen off the waist, and a tiny bit off one calf. So the fat is obviously dropping off where I'm not measuring. Many experts insist that losing weight too fast is dangerous. As you know, they recommend 1 to 2 pounds a week, or they warn of things like muscle loss, nutritional deficiency, slow metabolism, dehydration, or hormonal imbalances. I'm a little over the 2 pounds, and maybe you are too, but just looking at those one by one, we know we are not in any danger of any of those. Muscle loss, well, just exercising each day, aerobics, arms, legs, I can feel the muscle tone beneath the skin. My muscles haven't been this defined in a very long time. Nutritional deficiency, we can't suffer from that. We're eating in exact balance and only what the body absolutely needs. Slow metabolism, no, everything we're doing is speeding ours up. Dehydration, not a chance of that, we're swilling in water. Everything we're eating is balancing our hormones. We're literally treating our endocrine system to the biggest treat, probably since our childhoods. Maybe it's never been fed this well, this scientifically anyway. The reason they warn against losing weight too fast is because if you don't get your diet right, you lose muscle and bone density instead of fat, and you dump water, which the body desperately needs. We're not doing that. We mentioned before that if you lose weight too fast, your body might slow down because your metabolism will hold on to the food stores. But our bodies don't need to. They know that more's coming, generally about every 3 hours, and it's all going to be in the perfect quantities of protein, carbs, and fat. You might have heard of the 30-30-30 rule for weight loss. The thinking behind that method, and there are so many methods as you know, is that you should eat 30 grams of protein within 30 minutes of waking and do 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise. And that's it. No other changes of eating. I can't see that working at all. And that demands a huge breakfast, nearly 5 blocks straight out of the gate. So many of these diets just don't seem sustainable or even well thought out. You might hear someone say, if you lose weight too fast, you'll have a heart attack. But this goes back to the possibilities of dehydration, causing low blood pressure and an electrolyte imbalance. Stay with the eating plan, stay with how it's laid out, and that will guard against that. Aesthetically, losing weight too fast means the skin can't pull in as you go. You'll end up with layers of loose skin if you don't give the body a chance to adapt. There's so much that we're asking of it really as we go along, so much to do all at once. I didn't think I was that fat, but I was a little concerned that at this age it wouldn't all pull back in nicely, but it is. I've still got a small paunch below my navel, still there, which I want gone. Apparently men will lose this part first, whereas women tend to retain belly, thigh and hip weight until the very end. So that small paunch may well be my final holdout. So if we accept a loss of £2 a week as possibly being standard, for my body anyway, I have approximately £40 to lose completely from this moment forward to enjoy absolute lean body mass at say £135. So I could be there in 20 weeks, less than 6 months. I have the method now and the tools. I'd then be a size 10 in the UK or a size 6 in the US. How amazing would that be? Average size 10 woman has a bust of 36, I have that, a waist of 28, I'm one off, and hips of 40, and I'm below that already. She weighs about £140. So there's the target. We shall see if I make it. Into the 8th week we go.